Te Puru Park is a beautiful sports ground. It's situated right on the Pahutakawa coast of the eastern Auckland suburb, Beachlands, overlooking the Hauraki Gulf. Now, on Saturday, the Beachlands and Raitai Rugby Club under 85 kg team took to the field to play Paramahoe in a playoff for third and fourth place in the league. 33-year-old Corey Heather, a construction business owner, father of three and popular Raitai local, was on the paddock. In what was described as a tough, close match, about 65 minutes in, Corey caught the ball upright. A guy came through and tackled him. There was no malice in it. It was a good, hard tackle, they say, and it soon became clear there was something wrong. Corey Heather had suffered a severe brain injury and died a day later in hospital, surrounded by friends and family. A full investigation will take place. Now, one man that has had a career on the rugby fields, he's seen it all, warts and all, is Dr. John Mayhew. 13 years as medic to the All Blacks. He and his black bag were on the sideline at 131 tests and more than 200 AB matches. He has been a strong advocate for making our national game safer and adopting techniques that would keep our players safe. And Doc Mayhew joins me now. Hello, Doc.
Good afternoon, Leah.
Did I get all that stats right? 131, 200 matches?
I think so. There's an awful lot of games, and then you add in the games I had with the Warriors. It's a lot of football anyway.
It's a lot of football, my friend. But I am right in saying you've been a strong advocate for making the game safer, and over the years we have spoken about this. And then when you hear about another death like this, what do you think of straight away?
Well, I mean, you put this in context. This is a very rare event, a very tragic event for everyone involved. I think any change of rules would not have affected this poor man who died during the game. It was a legitimate tackle. There was no foul play. I don't think there was anything that could have been done to prevent the accident. I mean, we have to accept that rugby league, contact sports in general, there is an inherent risk. Obviously, this is the maximum risk that you could possibly have. And we've certainly looked at making rugby and rugby league safer by changing the tackle heights and not allowing shoulder charges and things like that. So we've tried to make the game as safe as possible. But any sport, whether it's, cycling, whether it's skateboarding or, being on an e-scooter, there is a risk of injury. And the only way you'll make that risk of injury zero is not by playing the sport. But obviously this doesn't help in this terrible case that you described. But, I don't think any rule change would have made a difference here. We, on average, get, a case like this every couple of years. Which is generally, from incredibly bad luck. In my own area in North Harbour, about 7 or 8 years ago, a Takapuna player died in similar circumstances, and there was no blame attributable to anyone, and unfortunately, he had a very similar outcome to the young man who died on the weekend. So, I think we've certainly got to make the game as safe as we possibly can, but we have to realise that all sport has risks, whether it's riding a bike, mountain biking, gymnastics, athletics and things like that. There's a risk of injury, and it will never be zero. You mentioned someone that had died a few years back, John. The one I found was the last player to die from a head injury was 19-year-old Wellington Colts player Daniel Baldwin in 2017. Yeah. There was a coronial investigation into his death. They released it in 2020 and did not make any recommendations for things that could have been done in future to stop similar tragedies. So they're basically saying, as you have just said, all the things are done. They didn't see anything that was horribly wrong to change again. Yeah, exactly, and unfortunately, it may well be the case here. This will be, obviously, a case referred to the coroner as any case like this is, and they'll investigate it and see if things could have been made better or whatever. I mean, I don't know the exact circumstances of the case. I know a bit of the information because I'm on the Rugby Foundation, and we offer financial assistance and counselling and things like that to our family and friends and people involved in the situation. And our CEO, Lisa King, has been very involved with this particular case. So